Hi everyone, welcome back. Jean here. All right, I've had some requests to do some Christmas style pens, so we are going to do that today. If I can get this done before Christmas. So what I have, I just grabbed out a bunch of different things. You don't want me to bring everything out, so I just went through and grabbed a few different things. I've got some of the bell beads. I've got some square beads. I've got some different silicone beads I grabbed. Got some of these new beads that I just showed in the haul. Got pens. I got charms, dangles, stuff like that. We're going to put a few things. I'm not going to show you too much on how to make dangles and stuff because I will be doing a separate video on that. But I have some already kind of made and stuff like that. We're just going to add on. Some different pens I grabbed out of my stash. And then this is what I just showed you. We got these Christmas pens from the Bumble Bead Company. So we're going to use some of them, okay? Also, you know, when I give my pens away, I like to glue them. So I like this Loctite super glue is my favorite to use. And get the Ultra Gel because then it doesn't like drip all over the place. So we are going to do that. You don't have to glue. That's optional. But when I give them away, I have had them come apart on me. You don't want to give someone and they have it in their purse and all of a sudden they go to get it and it all falls apart. You can get refills for the pens. So there's really no reason they need to, change out the beads because you get refills. So to refill most beads, this piece right here on the bottom just pops off and you put in your refill there. Put that back on. Make sure that's on tight. Now, the first thing you want to do before you bead and get all your beads on there and glue everything down is you want to make sure your pen works. Most of them just turn. I got just a scrap piece of paper over here. I'll test. And you want to make sure it actually clicks, opens, and closes. Sometimes they won't. Now, this has nothing to do, if you glue this in here, it doesn't affect nothing, okay? It doesn't go down into the mechanism or anything. It will not affect anything. Don't worry about that. And you don't need that piece at all to change your ink. All right, let's go ahead and use this Christmas one since I have it in my hand right away. This one has the snowmen and Santas and stuff. And I think we'll use the new beads for it. These were the 20mm beads I got. And let me think. First thing we're going to do, like I said, is we're just going to put a drop in there. This is a new tube. Oh, it's coming out good. Sometimes you have to work it. And then just screw it all the way down. And you can see where the threads end. And it won't go any further anyways. And now this little piece sometimes wants to give you a little trouble. All right, so this first one, let's do this. I can tell, let's try to make sure these are kind of right side up here. Now I think we're gonna have 3 of these 20mm beads, gumball beads. I'm gonna show you. You can put, let me grab another 20mm. This I think is a 20mm. So 3 will fit, but sometimes your stem is too short. It's like this one's not grabbing enough. Be aware of that. Let's see, we have some smaller beads here. This one do I want? Or do I want to put? We could use that one, but I think I've only wanted this one. Oh, I think let's want to go ahead and maybe we want to put some. I got some different rondelles and stuff like that we can put. Let me see what these ones look like first. I got some red ones. I can do the red ones. Pull some of these out. These ones are going to probably be a little bit smaller, but they still look kind of cool when you put them on. I'll show you. So when you put the smaller ones on like that, they still look kind of cool. But I think that's not going to be enough. Let's take some of these red ones out. you gotta just play around with your beads and stuff. I kind of know what fits on, but you also just gotta kind of play around. Let's put another one up here. And then I think we're gonna do that. And let's put on, we got the silver rondelles. Let's put on one of these. Now, I don't know what the name of these are, but they have, so they're like a spacer bead. I call them a spacer with a loop. So that little loop is where we'll hang our charms. Now, we're not going to do charms on all these. We're going to put this on this because I can see I got extra space. And there it is. I'm going to test this before I glue it down. You want to make sure it goes all the way down. Okay. And I like my little, I don't like it too tight where this doesn't move. I like my dangles to move around because sometimes I sit there and spin, you know. That is a preference. Okay, what do we think of this one, guys? So I did a snowman one and a gingerbread one on the Santa pen. Little fuzzies all over this one. I did red crystal rondelles. And then we have our little charm holder on. So let's go ahead and take this off. Now it's gonna, because I twisted it on pretty hard, so. And we're just gonna put a drop in there. Like I said, this part is optional, but you know, people pay enough for these. Depending on your area, you know, most people are gonna pay anywhere from, I've seen them go as low as $7, and I've seen them sell for as high as $20. A lot depends on your area, what the prices you can get. And, you know, I kind of, you know, figure out like this this pen was under $1. I'm thinking it was 82 cents. I can't remember. These beads didn't cost me hardly anything. You know, if I make my money back plus a little bit, I'm happy. Okay, well, let's let that sit. And we are going to, and it still works just fine. See, click and open. We're going to let this sit. We'll do all our charms at the end, okay? All right, do you have a red one? Take this red one. I got two different red ones here. Two different red pens. This one's got a little bit of sparkle on. I think I'm going to take, let's try these two red plastic beads. And let's do, how about Santa? We'll try Santa. So I like this one, this coloring better with those. And we may have to use spacers. Let's test it. But like I said, first thing you want to do, test your pen. Oh, I have done that in the past, guys. And all these pens I've gotten either from Temu or from Bumblebee Company, which you've seen me do hauls on that. Okay, let's get the stem back in. Now the black, it's black down in there, so it's hard to see. But just get a dot in there. Just a little dot will do it. Little dollop will do it. Okay, and just. Sometimes, like, you know, because of my RA and all that stuff. So sometimes it's kind of hard to hold on to something so little and turn it. Okay, that's in there. Now, first I'll test. See how much space I have. Okay, let me try. That one's definitely not going to work. Let me see if any spacers will work. Spacers might not work at all. Might still be too tall. Because if I put a spacer here, now let's see if we can thread on. Not the spacer there. I want the spacer here. Not up there, Jean. I think I have enough to thread on. And this one we won't do a charm because I won't have enough. So we have something like this. Cute. So I think this one we'll do without a charm, but let's glue it down. Okay. I get this off of Amazon. You can get it from the store. I let's be honest, I don't really go out into the stores that often. It's just quick and easier to get things off of Amazon. I tend to run around all the time. I mean, like, I'm quite busy and to be running around, and I have gone to the store looking for it and it can be sold out, so I tend just to order it. Okay, let's do that. So we have these two so far. We're going to do one. We're going to put the charm in this one at the end, and then this one. You can do these as simple as you want, and you can just put all beads on. You don't have to use any kind of focal. Like this one doesn't have beads on, and yes, they have pattern on it, but you could just put maybe some red or white beads on instead. You don't have to have the focal beads. I like to put a focal bead in, and we're going to do a couple different ways I'm going to be doing the focal beads. Okay, so we want to use our bells. So I have reds and the golds and so these are the bell beads. Let's do, I think I'll want the silver because the silver is nice and bright. So I think we'll do the red, green, and the silver. Probably is, I'm only going to get 3, I'll tell you that. What color do we want to use? Maybe this, what's this one? This is the broken one that I got that I want to send them a thing on yet. This one looks like Christmas trees. How about, yeah. Yep, Christmas trees. So why don't we put it on this one? Because this one's not gonna have no focal bead. We're just gonna do beads on this one. Okay, it's clicking good for me. Perfect. Oh, ask my sister. She'll tell you. I made her a bunch of pens and one didn't work. It wouldn't even turn. It wouldn't even, you know. And you know how sisters can be. She had to pick on me. Like, well, you know, these things happen, but I try to be really, really careful. And when I sell them, I usually give 1 or 2 extra ink things with it. Ink refills, you can get them pretty cheap off of anywhere. Even Temu sells them. Temu, Amazon. Just search around and get, you know, they pretty much all look like the same to me. So I don't think there's any difference in those. So I will be doing, hopefully it'll be like either just before Christmas or just after Christmas. I'll be doing, showing you how to make bead dangles and how I make them and stuff. They're very easy to make. I've had tons of requests on that, and it's just that, you know, the holiday season, Christmas season, and Thanksgiving's been really busy, so it is on my list. Okay, let's just put these on first and see what kind of space. And these, there's no right or wrong. So now I can see how much space I have left here before the thread. I think this is a perfect time to go ahead and try these wider spacers that I have. So let's try these and see if they will work. Sometimes it's a little too much. I like the way that looks. It gives you more space in between. Like with these, you can see the difference between the depth of the in between there, how much narrow this is and how much thicker that is. It makes the beads stand up a little, almost like they're, you know, taller beads. When I find different spacers, as long as they got the larger hole, I like to keep a whole bunch in my stash. Okay, so we have this, and I have that much thread left. So let's see if I have room for, I think we will. Okay, I think we will. So we will put a little silver one on again. Do I have, because I have some wide, like, I think I got all my thin ones out here. Oh yeah, no, I have a couple. So I'll show you difference in size on these, so you can see how much thicker some of them are also. So you want to make sure you get different width so that like this one here, I'll tell you, will not fit. That's going to be too much. So get these thinner ones, which these ones I think I recently got. I will be able to link. I will link what I can, guys. You know, I get these things from Temu, AliExpress, all over the place. Sometimes I can find them again for you. Sometimes not. But when I search for my spacers with loops, I literally say, I put in there spacer bead with loop, spacer bead with hook, you know, something like that. and it will come up. Okay, that's going to be perfect. Can you see? Now this one's not, I'm not going to be able to, it's not going to spin on this one because if I left it off too, it's not hooking enough. So that's okay if they don't, but look how that sparkles, all those. So there's another way you can do, and like there's no focal bead, that's just all beads for that one. By the way, these pens I will be giving away during our December sometime for my December surprise giveaway. So just remember, my surprise ones are in a video. You have to watch the video. I don't, put it in the description or anything like that. They're surprise giveaways. Okay, so now we got 3 done already. Let's see, what do we want to do next? Oh, I really like this one here. This sparkle one. It's kind of a burnt orange maybe, but I think it'll look nice with, it's got kind of the same coloring as this square bead with the stockings on. I didn't have a gingerbread one like this, but I like this. And I think these beads here, I know it's not quite the same coloring, but it's in the kind of the same, I think they will look good on there. Or would they look better on here? No, I think I like them on here. I think because that would be too much gold. So let's see how we like it on here. Okay, so let's test it. And now I'm not going to glue this one down yet because I want to make sure I'm going to like it on this pen coloring. And I think we're not going to get no spacers in this one because these are pretty big beads right off the bat. Look how that sparkles. Those beads. I got them from Bumblebee, and I think I was able to find more. I got another order coming, but I can't remember now. Definitely that's all we're going to be able to get on there. How about space? And I think we'll stick with the gold on this one because it's mostly kind of gold coloring. See, I think I like because this brownish kind of matches this brownish. So I think I'm going to leave it this color. And that's the thing when you make these pens, guys. Your pens and your beads don't have to match, If they do, they do, But you don't have to. It's the fun of it. So I think this will work like this. Definitely can't use no spacer beads. Let's go ahead and glue this all down. And I've got to get a hold of this because, sometimes they don't want to twist out so easily. And you only need a little drop. If you don't glue these down, please warn whoever you sell them to that there is a possibility that they can unscrew, So I have had them unscrewed. I did a test. This was like before I really got too much into YouTube. And I'm one that likes to test things before I even sell them. I had heard that they could possibly come apart, and this top piece unscrews easier than the bottom piece. It has. So I left mine in the bottom of my purse, and sure enough, the cap did come off, but everything was in my purse, so it didn't all come off, but the cap did unscrew. Okay, let's see if I got that down far enough. Now I got my stocking on upside down. Okay, that should be good. And we'll put that on. I mean, what I usually do is I just grab out, like, you don't want to see how much stuff I have. I will be showing that on videos someday, but I keep like all my 20 mil beads in a container. I keep all my 16 mil in one container, stuff like that. So then I can just grab the container that I need. Like mostly 12 millimeter and up, we usually work pretty good. Sometimes your 12 millimeters, because I'm thinking, is this one a 12? This might be a 12. I should know the size for you guys, but I really don't. I didn't think about keeping track when I took them out. But I think these are 12s. These are 12s, I'm pretty sure. I know these are 16s. And then these bells, I think, were around a 14. But these are your 20 mil. So I keep them in a container by size. Anything below a 12 millimeter, unless it's got a really big hole, it's not going to work for you. I have found out most of the time. There's that one. Okay. It's a cute variety so far. And like I said, you just sit here and they're so easy to make. And like we still have quite a bit of stuff here. Let's play around with the snowman and the panda. Probably make 2 different ones. Let's see, what do we want to put them on? How about do we want to do a silver one? We could, let's do this little marble effect one. I think he will look good with the lighter blue. What do you think? This marbled pen. It'll work. If the pen works, it'll work. And these are all black ink. I don't know, like, if they make blue ink or not. I don't really pay attention to the ink. I just get what I like for the pen. This one's really in there. Just want to make sure it will come out and everything. Looks like it was screwed in there crooked. Crooked? Crooked. Sometimes I've literally had to, like this one really is going to be tough on me. Sometimes I have to take both. I don't know, we might not be able to use this one, guys. This one's really stuck in there. Bummer. Yeah, it's a bummer. And that happens sometimes, and if I had my one thing down here, I might be able to get it off, but let's try again here. Don't want to play with it too much because I don't want to break it either. Wow, that one they have really on there tight. I think that one would have looked really pretty too on there. Nope. I got my bucket right by me, so let's see if I have another one of that marbled one in my bucket. Don't judge. There's my bucket of pens. Well, there's other beadable stuff in there too. Okay, if not, I have a pencil here. We haven't done a pencil yet. And that one's like in the light blue also. But I really like that marble one. Here's a speckled one that's kind of in the light blue. I still really like this one. Let's put this back together so I don't lose it. And then we're going to put it aside and try to get it apart. Okay, must have been only one of them. All right. Jizzy bummer. All right, let's see which one I like better. We haven't made a pencil. I don't think I have any pencils out here. No, I don't think so. So maybe we'll make it in the pencil. It's not the right blue. I think he would go better with the pencil. Da, 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 dum. Maybe we'll do silver for this little guy. Save the pencil for him. Let's do silver and blue together. This one's coming off. Okay, let's test the pen. All right, we got one working, guys. We got one working. How is everyone doing with all their Christmas shopping and all that fun stuff? Okay, so let's use the silicone beads. This one I think I'll stick with the blue. Now let's see how much we can put on. That looks about, yeah, look at it. See how much, like, it's hardly nothing up there. I'm going to see. Oh, no, don't fall, bead. If I can get that on. It's a silicone bead, so it's going to give a little bit. And see if we can still get this on or not. Oh, it's going to grab enough. So we'll be good. We'll be good. Okay. So we got the silver. So let's glue the top piece on then. This one will not have no charms on because there's just not enough space. Get in there. Just screw it down good. And so now you got one. So when you make pens, you know, don't assume they're going to like all the charms and everything hanging off, because a lot of people don't like it. You want to make, if you're making them to sell, you want to make all types. You want to make some plain Jane ones. You know, even this might be too much for somebody. This one, maybe a little bit more to someone's liking, you know. You want to make some that are a little bit more plain, and then you can make some that are a little bit more fancy. Because not everybody likes when they're writing, they like things flying around, and I'll show you what I mean by that. And now let's get this bear done, okay? We're going to put him on a little differently. This is one of the pencils, and it's called an Everlasting Lead. So it's like, I really like it. And it's got a little different design to it than pens. Okay, so we know that works. It comes with the cap. Some of them have erasers in them, and some of them do not. You unscrew here, and you may find an eraser there. I bought a pack that was supposed to have erasers in, and they did not. I think maybe that's why they were on clearance. Now this one's different. I think this one, I think the pencils are already, yeah, the pencils are already kind of like welded down in there. So it's got some glue up there, like. All right, so we're gonna put, let's do the snowflake ones. Let's see how this works. And I believe the pencils have a longer stem. No, I guess they don't. They just look longer for some reason. Okay, let's use these silicone, they have snowflakes on. And I'm going to put 2 down on the bottom, and we're going to see how this works. And then take the bear and put the bear on top. So now you don't have to have, like, see here I have the silicone in the middle. Here I'm putting the focal piece on the top. The focal piece, not silicone. It is silicone, but the focal piece on top. And I should have plenty of room to screw this down. Now I have a little room in there for to put a charm, but it's not going to sit up there very well on the top of his head, so we won't do a charm on it. Because it's not going to sit the best up on his head, because it's not really a nice big round surface. Get this back off. So we're just going to leave it like that. Okay, looks good. So a little difference in those two. All right, do we have time for 29 minutes? We have to do, oh, we have to do my bow. I think this one you guys will like. This is really cute. Let's do the bow. Let's do the bow on, we're going to use the bow, and I think we're going to use these gold beads, red and gold, we're going to put together. And do we want to put it on the gold pen? I think that's too much gold. I think we want to put it on the red pen, but I don't like this red pen. It's got some nicks in it. So we go off to the drawing board again. Good thing these pens are like right here. Ooh, how about this one, guys? That might be too much glitter and glam. That might be a little too much glam and glitter. Let's see what this looks like. How about that? I got one of the pens with the rhinestones around. That everything hooks to, every piece of fuzz. This one. Let's see if we want to go. That might be a little too much glitter, glam. Let's see, how many can we put on here? 3. We might need to put, oh no, that's gonna be good. Because when you're doing shapes like this, they don't go flat down against the beads. So here I look like I had lots of space left. But once I put this on here, I hardly have no stem up there. But I think we're gonna have enough. Do we like it on that? Is that too much? Oh, there's never too much, is it? Let's just go with it. Okay, but before we do that, I gotta test this one. Perfect. There's never too much glam. Let's see if I can get this out. I haven't used one of these yet. I don't think I've ever used one of these yet. And then we'll put some charms on some, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, that looks good. And then we'll go back to doing just gold, just simple gold. And I'm pretty sure these are 12 mil. 12 or no, 14. I'm trying to look at my container over there, see if I can say. I think they're 14s. 14 actually. 12s are a little bit smaller. Okay, let's see if this will go on. Oh, yep, it's going to catch. So before I tighten it down too much, let's put our glue in there. Okay, so we have that. Okay, put these aside, move these aside, and let's grab out, like I have lots of charms. I have some dangles already made. Like this is one that I made. So this one I made. You can buy some. Where's the one that you can buy? I thought I had some in here. This one I also made. This is one of the dangles I made. I gotta find the right way so I can show it to you right. So this is one of the dangles I made. There's different ways you can make these. And, oh, this is one you can buy. This is one of them that I bought. And then I got some charms out here in case I needed something to whip up. And here's another one that I bought. You can buy them already made off of Temu. But they're so easy to make. And then this one I made, and I got to put something on the bottom of it yet. And this angel is one that I bought. So it's already done for you. And this I bought so I can use it to add on. Okay, let's see what we have. This one needs one. I might not have what I need out here, but we'll see what we have. These ones here. How about we just hook, because this one's, let's see, this one's got the red and the green. So this one, they come already with the mini lobster claw on it. So all you have to do is, if it's not too big, is just put it through and you're done. See how easy that is? And now I want to turn it the other way because the charm is not showing. So just flip it upside down and then the charm will show back on you. Then now there you have. And I don't make my charms really any further down than they already are. They go down to about the end of the bead or so. And so now this is why some people don't like that when they're writing. I don't mind it. And this one isn't going to spin, so this one's going to stay. I think we'll leave that one on there. So we got that one. And this one's got a lot of snowflakes in. Do I want to use that? I don't know if I have anything that's going to work on here right now. I mean, I could use just this plain. That's another wreath. So we'll have to see. This one I have candy cane, 2 bells, and then the other candy thing. And do we like that on there? The candy cane, it's all got the reds. Or do we want to put the snowflake on? The white snow. This one already has a lot going on for it to begin with. Or we don't want that one on there. Maybe we'll do the snowflake. Let's see which way that's going to hang so I know how he's got to go on there. Let's see how we like that one. If it's going to go in there. Sometimes these loops aren't big enough. The lobster claws are too big. I'm just trying to get this still. There we go. It went on. So now this is one that you can swing. So if you're one of those fidget people, you know, that one you can swing. So it's got the white. So we got that. And I don't know that I have, I'm going to probably have to make this later. But I do not have anything I really like that'll go with that very well. So I think we'll leave that one. Okay. I'll have to pull some more stuff out of my stash. So this is what we made. Those, bring them down so we can see. We got the white. We did how many of them? 6, 7 of them. Got the charm. We'll put the charms on so you can see. So we'll put these charms on the end. I don't know. Which one do we like? What's our favorite today? So just take your beads, take them out, play with them, and see what you can do with them. You can, like I said, we just got beads on there. We didn't do nothing fancy to any of them, you know. Okay, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.